Well, looks like we leveled up. Let's get this show on the road. Previous videos only dealt with the foundation. What are you doing with that foundation? This is the next step. This is why you're here, so something could be done with that foundation. These sets of drills are meant for in the garage, in your front yard, empty room, basement, all that good stuff. Versus the other previous drills, which was non-dribble drills. So like I stated earlier, we're starting from the bottom, and we're slowly building our way to the top. That being said, seated drills. Starting from the seated position, on the ground basically. We start with subtle finger dribbling up and down the body. Now we're going for the full reaches, reaching up and down the legs, and eventually going around the legs, then around the whole seated body. These drills help you focus. The fact that you're sitting means you have less to concentrate on in terms of your legs balance.
Without a foundation, the building has no support during an earthquake.
With the foundation, a tree could weather through the hurricane. Therefore, here we are. All you have to focus on is your fingers and reaching forward and being able to reach around. From there, we continue on to the dribbling sit-ups. The dribble sit-ups obviously involve core strength. You want to be able to do these while still focusing on dribbling up and down and not losing that handle. Again, fingertip dribbling and breathe. Breath holding will not work here. A subtle breath hold to get the motion going, maybe, but that's probably it. You want to be breathing throughout the entire sit-up. 9 or 10 of these, each hand, weak hand, strong hand, weak hand. A lot of people's weaker hand lacks the volume of work that the more dominant hand has. And in a lot of cases, that's the way you catch up and help that weaker hand catch up the stronger hand just by pure volume. Previous set of drills was just the foundation. Now we on to the real stuff. Progressing from the seated drills, we're starting with our first stationary dribbling drill. Going through the figure 8 progressions, starting with the single hand figure 8 around the leg. It's not really a figure 8, but we're building up to it. We go clockwise and counterclockwise. Weak hand, strong hand, weak hand. Or weak hand, strong hand if you're short on time. But I always recommend, when training or practicing, weak hand, strong hand, weak hand. So the weak hand will always get double the work at the very least. Figure 8 dribbling progressions go from around a single leg with a single hand to around both feet with both hands to the figure 8 drill. Now we progress to around both feet using both hands, clockwise and counterclockwise. You want to focus on dribbling with your fingertips, staying balanced, breathing. From there we progress to the good old-fashioned figure 8s. Figure 8s are good for low dribbling, building that core stability and strengthening your legs in terms of staying low, dribbling low, building that arm endurance. Don't sleep on this drill. as you can see, it also requires concentration. Take a breath, take a breather if you need it. We're doing the figure eights clockwise and counterclockwise. We're going from 3 slow to 3 medium to 3 fast. And if you ain't messing up, you ain't going fast enough. If you're not going fast enough, then you probably won't mess up. Do it with intensity. Stay focused. Concentrate. But this is just straight drills. We're trying to get better tomorrow. We don't have time for that other stuff. You trying to be nice, or you just trying to get a lot of likes? From the stationary figure eights, we're doing moving figure eights now. With a side step. Takes a little bit of adjustment. Gotta get your brain calibrated to what you're doing. Figure eight, step out. Figure eight, step out. From the figure eight step out, now we start moving and stepping out. I'm actually moving backwards. So step out while moving backwards. Step out while moving backwards. Step out while moving backwards. Somewhat sloppy, but you get the point. Maybe in the future I'll do a better one. A more refined version of it. But in any case, maintain your focus. Some of these drills might burn, so you definitely have to concentrate. From the moving figure eight, we'll go to what I call the punch and kill dribble. We want to build a nice little rhythm. So 3 punch dribbles, slam, then kill dribble. 2 punch dribble, slam, then kill dribble. 1 punch dribble, slam, then kill dribble. 1 punch dribble, slam, then kill dribble. 1 punch dribble, slam, then kill dribble. Why do I do the single one 3 times? Because the single ones tend to be a little harder, so I want to focus on those. Since they require my utmost attention, I try to give it some effort at the end and repeat it a few times. Because ultimately, all your moves will be that one perfect move before you go by the defender. So I'm trying to practice it. From the punch and kill dribble, we do our stationary between the leg progressions. Slow to fast. Again, 3 slow. Around one way, clockwise. 3 slow, around the other way, clockwise. 3 medium, clockwise, counterclockwise. And after that, 3 fast, clockwise, and counterclockwise. Remember, the focus is on trying to stay as upright as you can without getting too low. Trying to put the ball between your legs quickly. Concentrate. So look a little sloppy, but if you ain't going fast, you're not gonna mess up. And if you ain't messing up, you're not doing it intense enough. So you need to be messing up, which means you need to be doing it fast. Now, as you speed up, you may require to lift up your heels a little bit because that ball's gonna be bouncing so high. And you can see picking up my heels suddenly just to get that ball through because it's bouncing pretty fast and it needs extra space, so I gotta get my leg out the way somewhat. After this drill, take a break. Shooting optional if you got one of those in your garage or driveway. Now we're moving on to the specific warm-up. This next drill, is the in and out kill drill, which is a progression from the punch and kill dribble. Again, using the 3-2-1 rhythm cadence. But instead of punch dribbling, we're doing in and out dribbles, in and out going. Teaching yourself how to bring the dribble back alive after it's been dead. Let's say after someone knocked it out of your hand, or you're just picking it up and they think you have no more dribbles left. It's a good way to build dribbling strength. In between your feet, out to the next to your feet. In between your feet, out next to your feet. Really try to exaggerate that you, not lose the ball. Progression from that kill dribble progression is an in and out crab dribble. It can also be called a half spin. The idea is to get you used to moving the ball and your whole body together as a unit. And also separately of disassociation. Stepping in, stepping back, stepping forward, stepping back. If you look, the ball is still doing that same type of in and out dribble, but now it's forward and back. Getting you used to controlling the ball with your body, not just your arms. Controlling your body while the ball's in your hand. Pivoting around the stationary leg. The motion is, in a sense, like a C motion, coming forward and going back, kind of like a door swinging open and closed. Now we're stepping forward and stepping back. Make sure you're pounding that ball into the ground. Try to avoid carrying. Every now and then you might carry, but just try to avoid carrying. Once you're done with that, take a break. Free throws optional if you got that on your garage or driveway. But definitely get a drink. These driveway drills, these indoor drills, are gonna need that drink. I like this drill in particular because you don't need a lot of space. You don't have to go anywhere. And still work your handle. As you can see, I'm hitting a lot of moves just by doing this alone. The goal is not to mess up, but the goal is to have intention of not messing up. As usual, you want to breathe. You want to keep that pivot foot stationary. Free throws optional, of course. But body control is necessary to coordinate all the motor patterns you'll be doing during the game of basketball. Being able to control and summon the proper motor pattern for any particular situation assists with the ball handling. Since we leveled up, the workout also leveled up. Again, just like before, we are building everything bit by bit, so the foundation that we set will be incredibly thorough. You already know what to do. Step your game up.